Welcome to Tangling Along with me. We are continuing on tanglepatterns.com, and today it is this pattern that we are going to work with. Let's open up the book and find a space. Let's first just relax in our shoulders and our hands. Take a deep breath and just be grateful for the day today and that you can sit here and tangle together with me. I'm grateful that you are tangling together with me. Okay, let's start this one. So this one is a grid tangle, and I have some fun rooms right here caused by that tangle we did the other day. So I actually have one that goes around here and one that goes around there, but I think I am going to open up the space here a tiny bit. And use that. And as I said, this is a grid tangle, so I am going to start with making my grids, and you don't want it to be too small because we have a lot of details in this one. Or actually we don't, but it is a little demanding, so we want it to have fairly big squares to be worked in. There we go. A good idea with a grid like this is taking some of the fragments that we are using in a grid and maybe do them chessboard like, so you have one fragment here, there, and another one in these rooms. I'm not going to do that here because that's not what I'm working with. I'm showing you one tangle at the time. But it is a way to do it, and I might have to show you one day. Anyway, I am starting with making a crisscross in one of these squares we have, like that. And you can go and make a dot where you have the center of this line. She actually did that in the step out, the center of this one. Normally I just don't do that, but you can do that. And then you're going to make a semicircle from one of these to the other one. And again, a semicircle back. So you get kind of a half moon, half circle, like that. And then we are going to aura that on the outside, the shape that we get here. And the last one. And then we color out the outside, color in the outside here. I'm going to do that with my brown brush, micron brush. So I'm just going to color in this little room we have right here in the corner. And the last one up here. And that is the fragment that we're working with in this grid. And that's all there is to it. So now we are just gonna do this in all our rooms. squares. Even the ones that are not all done. So it looks even everywhere. Up here, you could keep doing one by one if you want to. I just want to make this little crisscross in all of my squares. To start with. There we go. Then I'm gonna find one of these, and I'm going from half down and up. I am not marking, but if it's easier for you to do so, then please do. That was the first step, and now the aura. Like that, and then we're just gonna continue aura. And this is kind of a meta pattern. You are gonna get something else when you're done. And I think that is kind of awesome. I like these meta patterns where they're kind of changing as we go along. It is a tiny bit more difficult here where we don't have a whole square. But we're gonna do our best. Oh, that was wonky. But don't mind that, it's all fine. Taking my time, relaxing in my hand, and enjoying the process. Going up here. And I'm making sure that my aura of the first pattern thingy stroke here is lined up with the ones next to the square, so that this one starts where that one ends, because that makes the pattern so much more cool to look at when it's all done. Next one. The little aura. got wonky, but it's okay. Last side here. Or row. I should have something right here as well. Like that. I got them all. Cap that one and find my brown brush pen. This is my dark brown, and I'm gonna color in all these corners that we made. And then all of a sudden this looks so much different than we started. And that's the neat part about meta patterns. Meta patterns means that it kind of creates a new pattern after drawing one pattern. So when you're looking at it, you have to look really good to find the original pattern. And that's kind of fun that a pattern can change like that when you're working on it. And you're actually only making one kind of pattern. But then when you're done, you have a totally new kind of pattern. Up here, and this one. Remember concentrating about one stroke at the time, so you just look at what you're doing and not the whole picture actually. You're just taking that one line and placing that right there, and then the next line, and so on. There we go. I think I got all of them. Perfect. And that is the pattern. There's nothing more to it, but it's a nice fun pattern. I'm gonna take my graphite and I'm gonna pop in a tiny bead here at the center of the white part, bringing back a tiny bit of the focus on the white again. Using my Tortillion to soften that out. And now it's easier to see both patterns in here. There we go. So that is the pattern for today. I actually think that's a cool pattern, and it fits very well in that corner, so that's perfect. I'm happy about that. It was this pattern right here, so I'm thankful for you watching me doing these tangles. Anyway, I wish you a nice day. Have an attitude of gratitude.